Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching this video from. Today, we're talking about the skeletal system. I am your tutor, Genevieve, and today we're looking at the topic skeletal system. So, what's the skeletal system? Every human being has a skeletal system. It is what makes us stand straight. It is what makes us have shape. It is what makes us move from one point to another. That is what a skeletal system is. But by definition, a skeletal system is a collection of bones, right? Bones fused together, bones joined together in the human body. The skeletal system of an adult is it consists of bones of a number of 206 bones in the adult human body. But in the body of babies, we have 300 bones. Now, it's this number because as they grow, these bones fuse together, and then the number of bones reduces as they become stronger while the child grows. So, skeletal system is made up of bones, tissues, cartilages, and joints. These mix up the skeletal system, which makes it more effective in movement, which makes it more effective in giving us shape and other functions. Okay, now let's look at the next slide. Our skeletal system also grows as we grow older. The next one is, why do we need a skeletal system? Functions of a skeletal system, as I said earlier, it helps us move. It gives the body structure and shape. It holds us upright. It also protects our organs. Most of these organs are protected by the skeletal system. Example of such organs, we have the brain. The brain is protected by a skeletal system called the skull. The heart and the lungs and the kidneys are protected by a skeletal system called the ribs. All these organs are protected by the bone. If not, they'll be easily damaged by a little bump, by a little accident. They can easily get damaged. What about the spinal cord that helps in movement? The spinal cord that helps us to sense things because it's connected directly to the brain. Spinal cord is protected by a skeletal system or by a set of bones called the vertebrae. This protects the spinal cord. If not, most of us will be paralyzed because any little damage to the vertebrae column, the spinal cord can be torn. And once this happens, it leads to paralysis. So these are the importance of the skeletal system. All right, so this is the brain. And as I said earlier, it is protected by a bone called the skull. Yes, the skull is a hard bone in the head that protects the skeletal system so that any fall you have, the brain is not damaged because all these organs are soft, very soft, and a little accident can make them get damaged. The skeletal system is made up of different parts. Okay, let's look at the bones. Now, the bone make up a lot of the skeleton. They are alive and always growing and changing at different rates. We have many different types of bone in our body. Yes, we are going to name the bones in the body. Now, the bones in the body, we have so many of them. We have the long bones. There are three major bones in the body: the long bones, the vertebrae, and then we have the phalanges. The long bones are the bones found in the arm and on the leg. Now, such of example of these bones, we have the humerus, we have the ulna and the radii. We have, for the legs, we have the femur, which is the longest bone in the body. And then we have the tibia and the fibula. These are the long bones found in the body. Then for the phalanges, they are the bones of the fingers and the bones of the toes. Yes, bones of the fingers and bones of the toes. They are small bones which are joined together to enable movements in the fingers and the toes. Then we have the vertebrae. We have the vertebrae through which the spinal cord runs. It runs in them. Now the vertebrae is found at the back, the center of the back, running from the neck down to the buttocks. That is where the vertebrae is. It runs and it's made up of different bones. And these bones have names and functions. Like we have a number of them at the neck called the cervical vertebrae. We have the lumbar vertebrae and so many others. So these are bones that have their various functions in the body. All right. So the major components of bones are just calcium and fats, right? This calcium helps bones to get stronger and makes it not to break easily, keeps it strong. Okay, so these are some examples of the bones. So look at them. We have the skull, femur, ribs, and so on and so forth. Now let's look at the joint. The joint is a bone where two bones meet. We have joints at the fingers. We have joints at the knee. We have joints even at the skull. We have joints at the pelvic. Now, joints are divided into two: movable joints and non-movable joints. For movable joints, they are joints that allow easy movements of the bones, while immovable joints are joints that do not allow movement at all by the bones. Now, these examples of movable joints, we have the ball and socket joints, we have the hinge joints, we have the gliding joints. Yeah. So these are the joints that enable what? Movement. We have the pivot joints. So I'll take the number of the joints again. We have ball and socket joints. We have hinge joints. We have pivot joints. We have gliding joints. These are joints that enable movement, free movement in the body. While immovable joints are joints that do not move at all. They are found at the skull and also at the hip. Okay, let's go to cartilages. For cartilages is a connective tissue that protects joints and bones from rubbing off on each other. We know that friction can cause wear and tear, and where there is no substance or material to reduce the amount of friction, it can actually damage these bones. So cartilages are connective tissues that prevents bone when they are moving. During movement, it prevents it from rubbing off on one another. Some cartilages do not have blood vessels or nerves, so it can take a long time to repair if it is damaged. Okay, let's go to the next one. Some babies' bones are made up of cartilages. As they grow up, the cartilage is slowly replaced by bones, which help loss of calcium in their diet. It helps with a lot of calcium in their diet. So when you, as babies grow, you infuse calcium in their diet, it helps them to grow better and healthier bones. How do we take care of our skeleton? You ask, the skeleton is inside the body. So how can I take care of it? Do I need to bathe it? Do I need to wash it? No, we can take care of our skeleton by limiting the number of things or the forces you exert on these bones. Because believe you me, they can break. Yes, the skeletal system can break. So you need to be careful with the activities that you do so that they don't get injured, or they don't get destroyed, or they don't get damaged. Remember, it is not easy for a bone to heal. Yes, dislocation can occur, fracture can occur. So all these things should be put into consideration when we are performing certain activity. So one of them is to wear a helmet when cycling, which will help protect the skull. Another is to eat healthy diet. It helps your bones grow strong. Eat healthy diet. Then be active. Exercise. Exercising often will help to strengthen your joints and your bones. I believe you've had an exciting time today. I hope to see you in our next video on more exciting topics. Do enjoy yourself and have a lovely time. Thank you.